Today, we're diving into the world of sim racing for all of you out there with low to mid-range PCs. You don't need a monster rig to enjoy some serious racing action. I've got some awesome sim racing games that run smoothly on lower-end to mid-specs hardware. Let's get into it. First up is GTR 2. This is an older title, but it's considered one of the best sim racing games ever made. It might not have the flashy graphics of modern games, but the physics and racing experience are still top-notch. If you love GT racing, check this one out. Assetto Corsa. This game may be a few years old, but its modding community keeps it alive and kicking. Tons of cars, tracks, and a great physics engine. Best of all, it runs super well even on older PCs, and you can scale down settings to make it even smoother. Next on the list is Automobilista. It's one of the most optimized sim racers out there, especially for low-end hardware. So optimized indeed that I have personally played this on my low-spec laptop with 1080p resolution with highest graphic settings. If you're into open-wheelers or some unique South American tracks, this game's got you covered. rFactor 2. While it can be demanding at higher settings, you can actually tweak the graphics a lot to make it run on lower-end systems. The game offers ultra-realistic handling and physics, so if you're serious about racing, this is a solid pick. RaceRoom Racing Experience. This game is free to play with tons of content you can purchase later. Its optimization is surprisingly good, and it scales really well for low to mid-range PCs. And the sound design is top tier. Dirt Rally is one of the best rally sims out there and runs great even on older systems. The game has realistic rally stages and handling, perfect for those who love the thrill of off-road racing. F1 2012 might be a little retro, but it's one of the best F1 games that runs smoothly on lower-end PCs. You still get that official F1 experience with realistic tracks, drivers, and teams. Throwing it back with Nascar Racing 2003 season. This game is a classic, and though it's old, the NASCAR community still swears by its realistic driving experience. Plus, it runs on pretty much anything these days. Next up is Grid Autosport. This game balances between arcade and sim, but it's definitely leaning towards the sim side. It's optimized for lower-end systems, looks great, and has a variety of racing disciplines to keep things fresh. Need for Speed Shift 1 and 2. These games were a big departure from the usual NFS arcade style and leaned more towards sim racing. Both games offer a great mix of realism and accessibility, and they run well on mid-range and even low-end systems. Plus, the cockpit view is top-notch for immersion. Next up, we have Copa Petrobras de Marcas. This game is completely free, and it's based on the Brazilian Touring Car Championship. It's lightweight, doesn't require a powerful PC to run, and still offers a solid sim racing experience with plenty of excitement on the track. Next up, we've got Live for Speed. This game may not have the flashiest graphics, but it's one of the best lightweight sims for low to mid-range PCs. It offers incredibly realistic physics, especially in tire behavior and suspension. Plus, the multiplayer community is still active, and it runs smoothly on almost any PC setup. If you're looking for a no-frills, pure driving experience, this one's a must-try. Now, before we wrap things up, I've got a few honorable mentions that deserve a shout-out. These games didn't quite make the main list, but they're still great options for low to mid-range PCs. Race Driver Grid. Now, this one leans more towards arcade-style gameplay, but it still has enough sim elements to make the list. It's got an incredible mix of racing disciplines, great handling, and runs smoothly on most PCs. Just be prepared for a little less realism and a lot more excitement. Next up is Test Drive Unlimited 1 and 2. These games let you explore massive open-world environments in a free roam setting, with a great selection of cars. While they're not pure sims, both games offer a unique blend of open-world exploration and realistic racing elements. The best part? They run smoothly on low to mid-range PCs, and the vibe of cruising around the Hawaiian Islands is unbeatable. beamng.drive. Now, this isn't your traditional racing sim, but if you're into realistic physics, this game is a blast. You can tune it down for low-end systems, and there's nothing quite like seeing your car realistically crumble after a crash. And last but not least, we've got Gran Turismo PSP running on an emulator. While this was originally a PSP game, with the right settings on emulators like PPSSPP, you can enjoy this portable classic on your PC. The game features hundreds of cars and smooth driving mechanics, making it a great lightweight option for sim fans who want to relive the GT experience without needing a powerful system. Alright, now that's the complete list. Whether you're into hardcore sims or more laid-back arcade racers, there's something here for everyone, even if your PC isn't the latest and greatest. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Until next time.